I thought you were going to go with Terrifier.
I did. I didn't get to see Terrifier 2. I saw Terrifier 1, which I watched on Tubi.
Shout out to Tubi.
I think we should get a Tubi sponsorship. Tubi sponsor. If you have 2 apps and can only afford one, get Shudder and Tubi.
Oh,
Tubi's free.
This is hard. That's like if Dick has 5 apples and he gives Jane 4 apples.
2 apps, pay for one, get Shudder and Tubi.
Yeah,
it's a hell of a deal. Anyway, they've got good stuff on Tubi.
But so was Terrifier ad free on Tubi, or do you got ads?
No, there's ads.
Okay,
there's definitely ads,
but they're not. I noticed ads are getting better in the sense that you can skip sooner.
Terrifying. I think that would be important.
Dude, Terrifier 2 has people throwing up, I'm running out of the theater, which hasn't happened in a long time. I want to
go see Terrifier 2, but I'm intimidated by the runtime. It's like 2.5 hours.
How do you have a 2.5 hour movie? I mean, horror movies are usually a lock to be 90 to 110. Yeah. 90 to 110.
But I watched the first Terrifier in Tubi, and I didn't really know anything about it. Art the Clown, whatever. I've just been hearing about it. And I get it now. It's a thing. Mm-hmm. It's a thing that you can check into and watch, and it's just like, oh, you think it's gonna? It's got the vibe like it's a straight-to-video Redbox movie, Killer Clown. No, it's a thing. What's the director's name? Damien Chevelle or whatever made a thing.
Yeah, it says it right there.
And so Terrifier 1 is it. That one almost broke me. It's so gory, and I think the way that it's directed. They just linger on the gory shots. They don't try to hide it. They try to do them well, or even if they're not that good, but they let them go for a long time. And it's not like a jump scare and Art comes out and like Jason comes out, stab, you're dead. No, he comes out and like stabs you a little bit or cuts a little bit and just like drags it out. And that's why it's so disturbing. It's like they took a slasher. But every kill has a Saw movie in the middle. You know? It's like they're doing it's a thing. He's doing something legit. And I can't even imagine sitting through I was glad the Tubi had ads because it gave me a break. It's like, damn, it's harsh.
They knew where to put it in.
Yeah.
I mean, Terrifier always struck me as like, what if someone that worked at a traveling haunted house hooked up with a really good filmmaker, and you had the scariest person at the haunted house star in a movie made by that filmmaker.
Wow.
That, like, Art the Clown feels so real because he feels like someone you could run into by going to the local horror show. They would look exactly the same as Art the Clown, and he plays it that way. But the movie, like, is so well done beyond that, it has no business being that well done.
Yeah, for real.
Compare it to anything else with 10 times the budget. I mean, Art the Clown, man, most underrated horror movie.
Yeah, you mentioned
carrier.
Gritty. Yeah, Gritty is
Gritty
is how horror movies are supposed to start.
It's the way that he's executing it just works really well. And let's just like imagine as it is, Art the Clown, you could, like I said, you see the cover of the box, you'd think it's ridiculous. You think, where are you going to meet Art the Clown? At a haunted circus? No, at Denny's.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
After he finished his fucking shift at the haunted circus, he's eating dinner at Denny's. You're there fucking hammered.
Yeah.
And you look over and Art the Clown sees you, but he doesn't forget you.
And just
God damn, that was good.
And just stares at you inappropriately. Yeah. He enters your Denny's reality.
Fries with like his tongue, right? Like he's like, like looking at you.
The weekend.
Oh, man.
I mean, and it's just, it's got that randomness of Halloween that we discussed earlier, where it's just Art the Clown just enters your life, and it's the and then the thing that he borrows, I think, from a lot of modern like horror movies, like Ty West. Ty West knows how to use a gunshot. And I think they borrow that because they give Art the Clown some gunshots. And it's like, you don't see Michael Myers just pull out a gun and say, well, I'll just shoot you now.
Yeah.
I don't have a knife, so I'll just shoot you. Yeah. And Art the Clown does stuff like that. And then it's just like, there's that one, I think he runs out of bullets and he just it's like Reservoir Dogs. He leaves and the person is still there dying. Gets bullets and comes back. And then you know what I mean? It's like that. there's a filmmaking going on there.
Wow. Yeah, that's terrible. Again, I guess that lives up to the name, because think about that. If you're there, you're suffering, you're struggling, and you think they left, and then they come back.
Yeah.